Are you on? Hello there! Oh my gosh, look. Look at this. James got a makeover. Look at how handsome he is. He got a haircut. He got his first haircut. And he looks so adorable. He looks so cute. I love it. He's very feisty right now. Hi, baby. He says, I want to go chew on my bone. Hi, baby. So I'm going to try to make him a Halloween headpiece that is Maleficent. And so I'm going to take some rough measure. This is going to be rough. Some rough measurements. Okay, how big is your head? I don't know. It's about that big. Oh my God, this is going to be tricky. But okay, baby, go chew on your bone. Okay, sweetie, I'll see you later. Go chew on your bone. I have a reference picture. Can you see this? Is it off camera? Maleficent reference picture right there, and flies are flying through my house, and it's all craziness. So basically what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna make similar to the harness he wears when he goes for a walk. It's gonna have two loops. One goes around his chest, one goes around his neck. There's a little bar that runs down, a little elastic that runs down to sort of keep it in place. There's gonna be a collar and a headpiece with the horns. Most of this is going to be made of waistband elastic, thread and needle, and black tape. This is Gorilla Tape. Gorilla Tape to go. Little size of black Gorilla Tape and electrical tape. I don't know if I need that too, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to do a little bit and I'm going to show you, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did a rough measurement of James's chest and it's much bigger than I thought actually. So it's about this big, and then I have to have a piece of elastic running that's going to go from his chest up his back of his neck. So this piece that's attached, I'm just going to fold this at a 90-degree angle and attach it with a needle and thread, and I will do that and I will be right back. Alright, I made the mistake of giving James, my God, my hair's like, what the hell's going on? Giving James his brand new chewy bone, so he is not cooperating, but I managed to get a rough measurement of his neck and it's about this big. So do you see where I'm going with this? This goes around his waist and this goes around his neck, and it sort of should stabilize the whole thing. I don't even know if this part was necessary. I don't know. We're trying. This is an experiment. So next step I will show you. Okay. Hi there, I'm back. So, this thing is not going very well so far, but we're gonna fix it. So this was too long, so I just looped it over and just stitched it. And then this thing is a little tight. So what I think I wanna do, hopefully this won't ruin it, is make a couple little slits. Just a couple little slits in the elastic, like that. And it just will loosen up a little bit, because I don't want him to be uncomfortable or feel like he's choking to death, because that's not cool. Putting costumes on your dog. He doesn't mind wearing clothes, because when he was a little tiny baby, we got him the American Apparel hoodie, and he got used to wearing it. So he doesn't mind wearing clothes, especially with his new short haircut, but I still don't want him to be uncomfortable. So I think that feels a little looser. It's got a little more give to it. I'll try it on him and see. Maybe we'll make a few more just to make sure it's gonna be loose enough. I could have just loosened it up, unattached it, and made it looser, but I think that should work. We'll see. These projects, it's all winging it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this tape and I'm going to attempt to make that wingy collar, the Maleficent wingy collar. It goes, meow. It's like two collars that come up like that. We'll see what I can do. Well, hi, I'm back again. So look, I've figured this out so far. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can't see it. Can you see it? So his head goes through here, and then on his neck, he has those little collar, the Maleficent collar. the top one's kind of like curvy, and then the bottom one's like curves under. So how I did this was I took this tape, which is quite good for making really stiff. This is stiffer than duct tape. This is Gorilla Tape. It comes in the regular wide width like duct tape does, but this is the Gorilla Tape to go. I figured since I was making a little tiny thing for a puppy dog that I didn't need the big giant Gorilla Tape. So this little thinner one seems to be fine, and I'm kind of irritated because there's these two giant flies are flying around the house, and they already sat on my coffee, and then I put it in a different cup because they sat on that cup, and then they sat on that cup too. So now that cup went in the sink, and now I got no coffee to drink. Thanks a lot, flies. So anyway, so what I did was I took the tape, a long piece of tape, I stretched this when I was putting the tape on so that this holds this elastic a little bit looser, because he was, you know, it was too tight on his neck. Now it's good. So I put a piece of tape there, and I'm going to put another one next to it, and then I cut the shapes. Do you understand this? Am I making any sense? I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. I feel kind of scattered today. Like I'm not really focused. And James has got his new Chewy Chew, and he does not care whatsoever what I'm doing over here. He just wants to chew on his new Chewy Chew. So, and my neighbors are outside making noise. I can hear them yapping outside. So, alright, so I'm making this double width here. And then when you start getting distracted, the tape starts sticking in all places where you don't want it to stick. So then you make a huge mess, and then you get really frustrated. And then you throw it across the room and say, screw it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to see this project through to the end. So you see, I'm stretching this when I attach the tape so that this makes the elastic, the neck elastic, a little looser so that it's more comfortable. Now I have fucked this up a little bit. So I will try again. Try again. There we go. So stretch, stretch, fold over, fold over. Now James hears the neighbors and he's going to start barking. So what I want is for this to match this one. So I'm basically just going to cut this the same as that, use this as a template. Cut that. Then the sides are white, so I just use this gigantic Magnum Sharpie. Huge. Big Magnum. Color the sides, and it smells kind of toxic. I think I'm high from smelling it. Whew. But hopefully that smell will go away so James isn't high when he's wearing his Maleficent outfit. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'll be right back. Can you see? Look. He's got his Maleficent collar on. It's Maleficent. You can't really see it very well, but it seems like it's working quite nicely. He's wearing his Maleficent collar. Yes, James. And he's got his chewy bone, and he will not put it down because he's really into it right now. But I'm going to try and work on a headpiece and figure that out, and I will tell you how it's done. Look, it's coming together. Okay, so here he is. He's got his collar on, as you can see. And then I have made a loop that goes around his chin, under his chin, and then it connects to the collar, so it's all one piece. You basically slip him into this part, slip him into the neck part, slip him into the head part. And he's so good in costumes. He's really comfortable. So now all you have to do is make some horns on this thing, and he's going to be Maleficent. Okay, so we'll do that, and I'll show you how it comes out. Hello, hello. So look at this. This looks pretty good, actually. Look, I made one Maleficent horn. Can you see it? And the little pointy part that goes down the front of the head like that. So now I'm going to try to duplicate it. I will show you basically how I did that. what I did was I took some tape, Gorilla Tape, and I put it, this is so tricky to do the second one exactly like the first one, but I wrapped it around the elastic, and then I kind of just started twisting it and twisting it and twisting it and twisting it, and kind of made like a very crude base to the horn. So the inside is just, it's all just tape, just rolled up. So you're just going to basically build, see that little mini one there? That's the beginning of this one. So you're just going to build and build and build. So I wrapped around this way. Now I'm going to wrap around the opposite way to make the horn kind of stand up, because otherwise it falls down. So you're supporting it from the front and from the back if you wrap it, the second time you wrap it the opposite way. So you take it and you wrap it. And you wrap it and you wrap it. And you keep wrapping it like this and that. And after you kind of got a basic horn shape, as long as you want it, the end is supposed to taper thinner. So at this point, I've got a crude horn that kind of stands up. I can see already that it's going this way too much. So, oops, I just ripped it. I'll just rip it at it. Okay, so you know the thing with this tape is you can kind of correct your mistakes. So I just kind of pulled some of the tape off and I pulled it over that way. I basically want it to be even with the other one. So what I have found for building up the horn, it's easier if you have little thinner pieces of tape. So I take the tape and I just make little slits like this in the end, and then you can go like this and you have little thinner strips to shape this. So I'm going to keep shaping and shaping and shaping. The end, when you get to the end, make it a little bit tapered off, so do a little tighter with a little smaller piece of tape so it's more of a point. And then I also took the scissors and I made it, I cut it on the end so that it was thinner. So I'm going to keep doing this and wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. And so you basically get the idea of how this was made, I hope. I may not have explained it very well, but I tried. And we will see. After I do this, I'm going to put it on James. I really think I'm high from this Sharpie. Woof! These Sharpies, they smell toxic. Oh, and by the way, I had to, because there's so much white on the inside of the tape, I had to color this whole thing with a black Sharpie after, so I'm kind of like feeling those fumes right now. So you can see that this horn needs a lot of work. I have to basically curve it over like that and then curve it out. So you can do that with the tape. As you're putting the tape on, you basically connect some tape from here to here and it kind of holds it that way. And then you just tighten the tape in different ways and kind of mold it as you're doing it. See, it looks better already. See? So I'm going to keep doing this, and then the next time you see us, James will be modeling this and we'll see how successful it is. Okay, hopefully good. I'll see you soon. Look who it is. It's Maleficent. Can you see Maleficent? Look at Maleficent. Maleficent, all Maleficent wants to do right now is chew on this bone. So Maleficent's kind of irritated with me for putting this on right now. So I'm going to say bye-bye from Maleficent and me. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.